Hey, I spent a lot of time playing Core Keeper recently. It's a multiplayer 2D open world survival crafting game, fun boss fights, and a little progression system more akin to an RPG. I played over 100 hours and got all those achievements. I enjoyed Core Keeper so much I want to give it a review. Basically, you're thrown into this forgotten world with tons of stuff to discover, and your long-term goal is to power the world's core and destroy some legendary titans. You'll mine and explore, build and craft stuff with what you find, and then fight big bosses. That's the core gameplay loop, but you can tackle the game in different playstyles. There's a nifty skill system and talent trees allowing you to develop your character in different skills. Maybe you prefer melee, archery, or magic combat, building, gardening. Maybe you just want to chill out and do a lot of fishing. You could then cook those fish for stat boosts. The skill system really scratches an itch for me, and it makes Core Keeper feel a little bit like an RPG. Core Keeper borrows a lot of elements of different games and tightly packs them together for a kind of a new take. Terraria, Stardew Valley, Minecraft, even a bit of Factorial with later on getting to design automated systems. I feel these comparisons are unavoidable, especially when there's even a Terraria crossover boss battle with King Slime. Everyone can have their own pet that will level up alongside you, and you can find different pets as you progress the game. I stuck with my Firefox that can hurl fireballs from a range. Really cool pet. You can also summon minions once you've found a tome. And there's a skill tree dedicated to summons. Pets and minions in general are really cool and really powerful, but their AI isn't perfect. It can be a little bad getting them to engage enemies. It's almost as bad as this segue. If you're enjoying this, consider subbing to Peter Bytes or liking the video for more content like this. Cover lots of RPGs, you might like my Final Fantasy series where I'm replaying them all and ranking them against each other as I go. Thank you. So you'll have to explore and defeat bosses to progress the game. The world is so huge it can be a bit difficult finding certain bosses, but for a lot of bosses you can craft or buy items that will reveal their location on the map. I found boss fights are pretty fun. Giant slimes, the Hive Mother, there's Gorm the Devourer that's so huge it trails across the world map, and you can buy or create special items to respawn bosses and farm them for their armor sets and unique loot. Beating these bosses will generally allow you to progress, upgrade and move on to the next biome or boss. Late game you'll start fighting titans which have a lot more mechanics, and you'll probably want to take the time to prepare for these encounters. Food, potions and equipment. They're not too hard but very fun, and every titan you beat gives you a new permanent passive power. Really cool. You'll have the chance to journey through diverse biomes and maybe uncover some ancient lost civilizations. As you fill out your map, you can manually mark points of interest, which is something I personally really like in games as opposed to having icons automatically generated. There's just something about manually marking a map that makes it feel more personal and gives you a sense of agency, like this is your adventure. From aquatic cities to desolate deserts, there's quite a few different biomes to uncover. I like the deeper forest region, and I love the calm music around this wilderness. A bit into the game and you'll be able to start making more complicated contraptions, like railcart systems and electric powered devices. If you're savvy with this kind of stuff, you can make a lot of little things to make life easier or automate certain tasks, from water sprinklers for crops, automated mining drills, sending stuff along conveyor belts to monster farms that will generate loot over time. I found it super satisfying building this kind of stuff and making things more efficient. I enjoyed early to mid game the most, but in the late game I was getting a little frustrated trying to find some of the very specific things I needed to progress the game or spawn bosses, or for special crafting items. In particular, I wasted hours and hours trying to find certain things in the water and crystal biome. Now I played through the whole game solo, but when it came to late game, I started to see how playing multiplayer would have been a better experience, just for having extra players uncovering the map and help finding things faster. When you finish the main story objective, there's an optional endgame region, the Passage. It's pretty brutal with lots of deadly monsters and an optional super boss. This monstrosity is here to cave you in, and it loops around the entire world. It's a pretty fun challenge to overcome. You'll need to level your skills, equipment, and prepare the very location for the fight. There's a few different legendary weapons and tools you can acquire too. Like I said earlier, could be a bit of a pain in the arse trying to find very specific hidden things on the randomly generated map. And this leads into my journey to 100% with Core Keeper. So after you finish the story, got the legendary equipment, complete the odd challenges such as sitting on the toilet while wearing a crown, and once you've defeated the extra endgame region and boss, you'll still need to level up all your skills to 100 for achievements. Some skills I managed to max out through the game, but some were harder than others, and grinding out all these skills was a monotonous grind. I was able to build monster spawners that would endlessly create monsters for me to level up my combat related skills. But even then it still took a lot of time. I even had to run back and forth through a tunnel to level up my running skills. It was really boring. While the core game is around 50 to 60 hours long, that 100% completion is well over 100 hours. While I had a lot of fun with the core game and endgame, I don't think the grind to 100% is quite worth it. Okay, time to rank Core Keeper and see how many Peter Bytes it's earned. I genuinely really enjoyed my time with Core Keeper. Really chill, just mining, exploring, gardening, fishing, cooking, and it always felt like I was accomplishing something thanks to the skill system. Satisfying discovering new stuff and building and automating stuff. Boss fights were fun. My biggest criticism with Core Keeper lies in the late game, where I personally found it really frustrating trying to find some of the very specific things I needed to progress the game. But I was playing single player and I think it would have been less frustrating if I was playing multiplayer. I'm giving this 83 Peter Bytes, really fun, just above £10 or $10 on sale. It's an absolute steal. Like I said, it borrows elements from Terraria, Stardew Valley, Minecraft, even a bit of Factorio, so if you like the sound of that, my recommendation is to play it with some friends and crank up the difficulty. Have a good one.